Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. We're going to do a little Morrowind speed run. It's going to be about 20 minutes. I know it's not the fastest, but I'm going to kind of go over some of the exploits within the game and just kind of talk about it as a whole. I kind of wanted to make some fun video game content for a while, and this is going to be my first crack at it, so, bear with me. Maybe things will be good, maybe not, but we're trying. So, to begin, we're going to start with a Red Guard race, primarily because of the Adrenaline Rush move, which we're going to do only a couple times, but to be honest, for this run to work, it doesn't really matter what race you choose. I just wanted to use that as a quicker way to get around.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded.
So now we're going to get recorded here. We're going to start with some speed and intelligence. Don't really matter as well. Same with alchemy. Just kind of wanted to make it a thing. As a point of what we're mainly going to be doing in this run. Kind of more of a foreshadow than anything. So after we're done, we're going to definitely choose the steed just to go a little bit faster here at the beginning of the game. And here's our build. So now we're going to be taking our identification papers, as we have to in the game. And then next is a little strat where we steal this plate that's worth a good amount of money, throw it on the ground. Guard tells us that we can't have that, but since it's on the ground, he doesn't take it. And we're off. So first what we want to do is run to the bug and make our way over to Balora, where this run really starts to begin. Now that we're in Balora, I'm going to cast Adrenaline Rush for pretty much the only time of this run. And we want to go to the Mages Guild first. Obviously join the Mages Guild. Once we're in, we're going to want to take everything from the chest and then go down to the teleporter. Make sure that we go to Caldera next. And in Caldera, we're first going to go up the stairs after we get past this fucking dude. Take all of the alchemy equipment, which we're pretty much stealing. Not pretty much, but we are stealing. But nobody saw us, so they have no idea. And then everything on this bookshelf is just free now because we're in the Mages Guild. So pretty convenient. Now we're going to go down to the famous Creeper Salesman.
Yes, say your words.
Okay. And in here it's also kind of strange because there's a bunch of orcs, but whenever you try to steal from them, they don't care. I don't know why this is the case in this game, but yeah, you can just steal from the orcs here and they just let you do it. But we're going to be selling all of our equipment to the creeper here and getting lots of money. Pretty much all I had to do was sell all of the stuff that I got and get around 8,000 gold. And at this point, we're going to be traveling back to the Mages Guild, and this will take us to Aldrune. But actually, I made a whoopsie. I don't need to go to Aldrune right now. I need to go to Wolverine Hall. So we're going back to the teleporter. Going to Wolverine Hall. Made a little mistake. This guy a visit. His name is Eunice Etrus. We need to get some netch leather. And we need to get some ash yams. This is going to be super important. What I'm doing now is purchasing them and then reselling them back to him. And this is another weird exploit in Morrowind, but it gives him a total greater than what he had initially that you can continuously rebuy from him. And you can just get a large quantity of them really quickly. As you can see, getting 60 and 30 every single time. But now I have a bunch of the ingredients. We're going to start by just making 15 at a time. 15 at a time is going to allow me to take the potions, the ones I could create, get more intelligence, create 15 more, and then rinse and repeat. Use the potions on myself to get higher intelligence. And with the higher intelligence, that's going to allow me to create even more powerful potions. So it's just stacking on itself exponentially. And it's just going to get crazier and crazier as time goes on. As you can see, I'm just still continuously doing this. And as I'm doing this, the amount I'm getting intelligence-wise is increasing at a much greater rate because of the higher intelligence that I have from the previous iterations of potions. And it also lasts for a lot longer. So this just keeps compounding on itself over and over and over and over again until we are big brain. It's basically equivalent of doing a bunch of Adderall and then studying like crazy for your finals that you have hardly studied for, and you only have 24 hours to do so. So you're just cramming everything in your noggin. At this point, we are just buying a couple more, just doing it again, rinse and repeat. Now we're at such a high level of intelligence, we can just create a bunch of them and get super good potions where, you know, I'm getting up to 7,000, 8,000, eventually going to be getting up to 20,000 here. So I'm just going to skip a little bit. So as you can see, we're at 25,000 intelligence right now. Pretty insane. So now we're going to be going to the next place that we need to go, which is going to be Aldrune. I messed up earlier. Got a little ahead of myself. So now as we teleport to Aldrune, we're going to be making our way into the Manor District in the middle of the town. And there is an alchemist in this little pod here, which we will talk to get a couple ingredients. And the reason for this is because we want to go fast. We need some racer plumes and some coda flowers. Now that we have a lot of intellect, we can make crazy levitate potions to basically just make us fly through the game. We're pretty much just cracked. We are going insanely fast, and that's pretty much the way that we get around, how we get up to the volcano.
Yes.
Now that we are really fast, everything's going to get in our way, and it's going to be extremely challenging to get around, but it's worth it. So now we just got to go into the temple district here, talk to this other fella who gives us some rue brush and some dreg wax. Dreg wax. It's got to be dreg wax. So these two are for agility and strength potions. Need something to help us hit and something to help us hit hard. And these two make it a good combo. First, we're going to make some strength potions. And we actually need something from earlier, the ash yams. So those are coming in handy. Now once we get all those created, we're just going to zoom on out of here. And, God damn it. And we just got to travel back to Wolverine Hall. And here is where we're going to be. Oh, God, some of these corridors are just insane. You get too fast. It's almost too quick. And what we are doing here is getting another ingredient for our agility. This will allow us to hit everything much easier. So what we're going to need to get now is some slowed soap, which is, I guess, some type of weird soap. And we need to mix that with some rue brush, and that will allow us to make some good agility potions. And these agility potions are going to be extremely useful because right now we cannot hit anything. So now we need to get a sword or some type of weapon just to go get another weapon. And that other weapon is going to be Chrysamere. Not really, important to get Chrisimir by any reason, but just it's a cool sword. So why not make this run a little bit cooler? It's not like we're going for a super crazy speed run or anything. We're just trying to get the sword because it's fun. Yeah. So once we find old Abanabi here, we're just gonna levitate quickly over to the enemy once we find out where we're going, and one-shot them after we drink potions right in front of them, and then we can get Chrisimir. Now we have Chrisimir. Hell yeah. The Paladin Blade artifact is now ours. We shall use it against the evil Dagoths within the volcano. Yeah. So now we need to get back to Wolverine Hall. And from here we're going to go to Balmora. From Balmora, we're actually going to go get some eggs. We need to get a couple of the eggs from the Kwama and use that for another potion. That other potion is going to be some extra health. Currently we have level 1 health. So if anything hits us, it could be detrimental. So we're going to have to pump them numbers up. Now as we're approaching Sanine, I'm going to be talking to the first merchant that you typically go to in the game. And this guy has the Shulk resin that we desire. After snagging a couple of these puppies, we're going to be on our merry way. Back off to the old airplane mode. But first, an old friend approaches. Gotta appreciate old Tar Heel. Now we're going to use a Scroll of CV intervention just to get back to Balmora. Really what we want to do here is go back to Aldrune because it's the closest main city to the volcano, or at least closest city that we can teleport to that's close to the volcano. And then from there we're going to go to the volcano and kill off some of the Dagoths. And now we're just going to be on our way to Vinl. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but what we need to do is kill Vemyan, and take the Hammer Sunder. This is one of the artifacts needed to destroy the Heart of Lorcan, and it's pretty much essential to get before beating the game, at least to my knowledge. I don't know if there's any other way, but that's how I've been doing it. That's pretty much what the game requires, so that's what we're going to snag right now. But first, as you can see, I was making some of the health potions. Realize I still have 50 health right now, but it's very time sensitive. If you don't allow for enough health to be had from those, then it will just negate the health that you had, pretty much be like a time bomb. So you need to make sure that you use those right before you truly need them, which is like right here. Just gonna be cruising through this dungeon to get to the main boss to get Sunder.
The sleeper awakes.
And back to sleep he goes. So now that we have Sunder, we just need to go to the other dungeon to get Keening. And once that's possible, we can go destroy the Heart of Lorcan. So I don't really remember why I took off the clothes at this point whenever I was recording this, but I guess I just felt like it made more sense, you know, just flying naked. I guess I didn't like the underwear too much, so I decided to put the pants back on. So now we're at O'Drossel. This is where we get Keening. Once we get Keening, like I said, things are going to be cruising. We just got to get this key first in here. Okay, got to maneuver around. Got to figure out where I'm going. Sometimes I forget. And kill this guy, Odros. He has the key. Allows you to get up this little watchtower to get Keening. Oh, bless it. There it is. The crown jewel. If I can fucking pick it up. Come on. So now here's what we're waiting for. Getting to the volcano. Going in. Gonna fight that little stinker Dagother. And now now here comes the moment of truth. That's a one and done if I ever saw one. And now we gotta go in here, and he's alive again. But we don't care about him now because he's immortal until we bash the old heart here, a little bonky, and 5 little stabbies. And this truly is the end. He's gone, killed the heart of Lorcan, and we are completed. And that's a wrap. Azura appears. She tells you that you are the Nerevarine, and you completed the prophecy. So now, as a little quick teaser, we're going to do a couple extra things. Just cause, I mean, we have the time. It still hasn't really been 20 minutes yet in video, but we're going to go and pay a little friend a visit. So now we're going to go back to Sanine just to get a couple lockpicks. Since our agility is so high, we're going to be able to unlock anything, basically. But we need these for our friend we're going to go see.
You have something.
And here we are in Vivek. I'm sure you could guess by the thumbnail of the video that we're going to see Vivek. Here he is. And we just want to talk to him a little bit. And then we're going to see how long it takes us to defeat him. But there's a little goof here, you'll see. So I'm going to kill him. Hit, and doesn't kill. Almost killed him with the second one. Had to keep flailing around to get that third hit. I was just going too fast with Levitate. I decided to get more strength here. And that's it. He has been slain. Thank you all very much for watching. I really had a good time doing this. I just wanted to make my character run off into the sunset. And just have a peaceful ending toward this about 20-minute journey. Thank you for watching. As I was flying into the sunset, I found this weird little island that just had a bunch of these skeletons. So I figured I would show it off at the end here. Later.